seconds remaining.
Yes, I don't know about you, PJ, but I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, Viking. It's a beautifully well-rounded draft. I don't know if you had that feeling, if you kind of looked at that and there was like, ah, yes, it all just makes sense, even with the farm pick DK. I think they're kind of on the point. The Viking, the way they draft right now, it's so nice, it's so clean.
Let me tell you, KP.
Thank you.
Alright, Chet was onto something there, you know? He was saying that it just performs averagely, you know, that's gonna be sufficient. That's just hitting the right spot, you know?
Isn't that always Rubik though?
Is just, when all you have to do is just give an average performance and it's just enough, you know, then you know you're in the go zone.
Is that your approach here? Yep, just punching in the check here, okay? Nothing expected too much from me.
Yeah, just keeping it average, you know?
I like that. It's a good game.
In all seriousness, though, no, it's I really like what Viking are doing here. Once again, you know, I mean, of course, it's very similar in a sense. They have the Venge Draw. It's the same idea behind the lineup to some extent, but this time they've got the Slaughter and the DK. It's something we've seen them play. I think quite a few times before. You know, they get this early blink on both Boom and Toby. All these heroes extremely low cooldown. No real ultis that you rely on, maybe the Dragon Form to some extent, but even that you can play around with these heroes. They're gonna have this solid mid hero against the Tiny. He starts rotating, he's gonna lose his tower, he's gonna be big. But there's one thing though, you know, for this 404 lineup, they do have now this Wyvern, which is gonna be a very big tool in saving some of these heroes potentially. And they also have this Nature's Prophet against Drow matchup. Chad is just gonna get bullied here.
Yeah, they've completely zoned
dead. Do very nice body blocks coming out. No one there. Blocking him with it. And so they're gonna get this first blood. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna look to pressure them quite a lot here in the early laning stage. They kind of have to, because I mean, once you get the ball rolling with this, if you thought the last lineup was kind of snowbally or whatever, then this one is. This is as snowbally almost as it gets, I would say. So once you get the ball rolling with Slaughter, Drow, and Venge, you know, Dragonite, the towers are they're gonna fall.
They are. I think the kind of key part is past that initial kind of bullying on the lane, make sure you keep pressuring the Drow, right? Because that was the impressive part. Is like Chad didn't have the most resounding start to his game in that bot lane, but Viking made sure that they leveraged what their lineup does early on. They kind of understood their timings, even if you don't necessarily come out ahead in the lane.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They're just their lineup is not really designed to just anything. They just want to have this timing, you know, post the 10-minute mark or whatever. They ball up once they get some levels and they just go, you know, press the go button. Player is all aboard and then they just roll with it.
I just love the way that they kind of open up their drafts as well. Like, it's usually Celery's hero, right? And it feels like right now teams like, okay, yeah, just don't give Viking IO, don't give them Ench, and that's fine. But now we just keep seeing them come out with these kind of Venge-focused drafts that are very good against current popular heroes, but also they manage to create this complementary lineup each time.
I mean, this is, I feel like this has been the drafting. I think it's been the recipe for success for a lot of teams that have done really well throughout the years. I think it's similarly to the way OG is drafting at TI, kind of the way Alliance was drafting when they played at TI as well. Rules where you feel like you don't want to give them this, but when you can this, well, then they get this, right? They're always playing comfort. They have, you know, 4 or 5 openings that they always want to play, and they're always going to get something, so they're always going to be playing their comfort zone. Yeah, you just have to beat them while doing this. Hard, because they've done it so many times. They're used to playing these heroes, even against bad matchups. They're quite familiar with what to do even in shitty situations.
For 4-4, they
might get quite spooky here, because this is a Nature's Prophet off to a very good start.
Yeah, and Zayat's already having big impact with this Doom support. Finding the crit strike with the pack leader aura is not someone we see much of right now, right? Possible Doom earlier this year, you know, everyone, including your mum, could play it, but this hero fell off hard in terms of pick rates as a support, as Wyvern's going to go down the bot lane.
We're out of your depth.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of flexing it a little bit here, because you know, they want the Nature's Prophet matchup, Draw Ranger, and they just want the... They also wanted to remove the Doom draft. So far, they're doing quite a good job. With that said, though, you know, this bottom lane, I've seen this all the time. The Slaughter versus Void matchup does seem to favor the Slaughter. You know, you have the reliable bash on Slaughter. It's gonna jump in here.
Yeah, no RNG going his way too much, and you got 1 bash there. If you got the second, guaranteed kill. But I think you're right. It's not just the fact that you get this reliable bash; it's the bonus damage on the bash deep hits that make it very easy to trade.
Mayo gonna guess.
Whoopsie.
Aramis likely.
Burn all his mana for
Radiant structures are fortified.
Foundling's life is
he's like, I'll walk back, and what's happening again? Shad gets picked off, Celery's gonna fall as well. They almost had Zayats, but they're just baiting themselves in. It's already 5 kills to 404, and all of them have involved this top lane.
Yeah, I mean, this lane, it can get very difficult for Draw Ranger. Prophet, with the Vengeful, you don't really have enough damage to bring down these Treants. You only got the 1 point in the multi-shot. They just keep running at you with Treants, and boom. You just don't have enough damage to kill the Treants and to deal with the creep wave running at you. 4-4 just keep pushing the lane, and yeah, Draw is gonna suffer for it.
Yeah. I like the Zayats. He's gone for these pranks, whereas usually you think phase boost on this hero. Just meaning every time that they're back, he's going to be full health and can run at them again.
Should help. What have we here?
Why run him now? Sumel's come up here. Zayats been tossed in. TP in from no one. Easy pick on the Celery, and they might even die for more. They see Shad, they're hunting. They want him, and then they want the tower. This is a level 3 Drow. The Doom is level 4. The Nature's Prophet 5. Boom is going to arrive to try and turn this around. The Avalanche is going to slow them down. They'll still lose Shad, and Boom doesn't have anything to contribute here. He's not even level 6. They're going to Sprout to push him towards him. Poke and prod at him.
They can't really bring down the Dragon unless Sumel's gonna have another one of those. Boom should just die here too, actually.
Yeah, mistakes made before he could come up, and he was wrong.
Yeah, and bringing numbers to this lane now seems quite the issue. I mean, this is
pre-dominant.
These are very high levels of domination at this stage of the game. You know, Drow being 0-4-0, the 6-minute mark. Nature's Prophet, he's got his spreads. He's
Radiant are
looking like a pretty severe beatdown here. Okay, up at the 6-minute mark. They're gonna have a Nature's Prophet ult very soon.
Yeah, at least if they picked Queen of Pain, they could have said they were role-playing the situation. But right now, like 404, they're just not letting up. They see it again. What do you think you're doing here? No one's going to arrive. Shad doesn't really have anywhere to run. There are reinforcements coming in. He will stand his ground. They're going to turn on Tiny now. Bringing Sumel low. They won't get the kill, though. He's able to walk away. Aramis in a little bit of trouble. The tree tosser almost gets him. The patch is coming out to Venge as well. They're still going to find the pick off the Aramis. Yes, they will get Sumel, but the price is goddamn high for Viking.
On 6-minute mark.
Oh, yeah.
Going for that quick blade mail.
Jeez. No one can stop him in this one. He's been in every single one of the kills and has over half of them currently. boom.
And
The
he's
only
also freeing up space for Syeds up top. He's just about to hit 6. This is a very tough game for Viking, for sure.
No, it feels like right now that there's going to be a lot of pressure on Toby to start getting ahead. You see he's queued up the Mask of Madness, but the problems have come to his lane as well. He's just gone. The Wrath of Nature clips him, and the kill participation stays at 100% for no one.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I mean 404 just showing that, you know, you guys want to play this early aggression style Dota. Okay, you know, like sit back, just sit back and we'll show
Shot as well.
you how it's done.
They're showing people how it's done. There's like giving a demonstration, and then there's clearly going at it with intent. And this is relentless from 404. I mean, now even just crippling Toby's lane a little bit. You know, you just look away from CS. That's not what matters. It's the net worth situation. Zayat's already on his way up in the net worth. Sure, Sumel's sacrificed his a bit, but they're making sure that Viking do not get online. You got a question? What's the move?
These are some serious levels of like I can't remember the last time I saw an event 8-minute mark.
No, that's
13-2 here.
I mean, that's why I'm going to give you the hard question. Like, where is the return point? Like, what is Vikings play? The next, like, say 3 minutes. Like, what is your focus other than clearing these stacks without giving them away?
Yeah, your focus is just to get levels. Just try to get your heroes to your fixes and try to get this draw. I mean, the thing about these lineups is that if Viking, even though if they're, you know, 1,000 gold behind, if they do get levels on their heroes, they can still find kills. So they still have a tremendous get these levels. Draw with 6 when you have this amp on the Cloudar. There are some very nice spells for Rubik to steal.
Dire's middle tower.
So they're still gonna have ways of fighting back.
Yeah, that is the thing, right? That's why we like the idea of their draft, is because it's quite simple to execute. But that's why I respect what 404 are doing here. More relentless again, as they're going to find Shad hiding under the tier 1. Maybe he should have known he shouldn't have been there, because there's only one tier 1 left and 404 won it. But the stuns are going to come out on the no one. They need to be careful as Ramsey's in charging in. He has got the chrono, throw it out onto the 2, catches the Venge and the Dragon Knight. Seller will be bashed up and killed off. Witness Curse thrown out into Slardar, so he can't kill off no one. Who will be able to TP away, and the Avatar's turn around. Toby is going to bring him low. The Drangtail stun out. Ramses is forced to time walk away. But Viking, everything about this fight feels reactionary. They cannot find a single kill.
Yeah, they're not really. Their communication seems to be a bit off to feeling the pressure here. They're not really focusing the same targets. They fuck with
Illusion!
Shad once again gonna be maybe the victim here on the bottom, and he still doesn't have point and gust, which are quite scary when you're playing against this Tiny who keeps running it forward in 3 seconds.
Here they come.
Scanning.
Not Tiny coming through. It's going to be the Nature's Prophet, more importantly, coming through as he's going in behind him. Scouts him out. He just got 6, which means he's definitely level marksmanship and not the gust. He's gone. Shad now 8 deaths, 10 minutes into the game. He's going to be in double digits pretty fast at this rate. Toby will arrive, but it's always going to be running away. I mean, Zayat is actually so scary as a frontliner right now in this game.
Part of 16 out of kills.
Oh, he lost 100%. I think we'll forgive
him. The spooky part is that you know, even getting levels on like you look, actually all 5 heroes are level 8 on 404 here.
And now they're going to get more. Celery brought low. Witness Curse is going to come out. The Doom was thrown out to Boom. It will end his life. Celery will be found as well. It's a double kill for Ramses. Toby's able to slither away, but they'll finally get this tier 1 tower, which means not only is the XP looking Gucci, but the gold is looking even better. This will probably push them up to the 8k mark. They're still hunting for more, though. There will be a turnaround. Tiny got too greedy. Toby is low on HP, but so is Solo. Needs to run away. Shad gets the slows in. Splinter Blast is going to be a whiff, and he will fall. They do get the tower, so they keep the net worth more or less where it was before the fight.
I mean, they didn't want to get more kills right there, right? They were all level 8. They're still all level 8. I'm not... This game is just...
Oh, whoa, no. No one just got level 9. No, come on. You level as a team right now. Come on. Don't let the guys...
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Just stay together, you know.
weird little 5 musketeers thing going on. But the net worth is like, look at Zayas go. I mean, he started off with these tracks. He started off from humble beginnings, and then he's like drums, blade mail. I just realized actually, you know, I hit pretty hard. I'm just gonna make it so I can run into their face and never care.
Yeah, they're just going these double blade mails. I mean, they just want to be on top of all these heroes, right? If you have this Prophet running with blade mail, you got this Titan Doom going in blade mail. It's hard for Drow to deal damage. Just have these big beefy boys just run in. I mean, it's just probably not really normally a tanky guy, but he's going for the Soul Crest blade mail build, so building a lot of armor. He's gonna be beefy anyways, tiny with the extra armor coming out of Bro. They're all just gonna be pretty beefy, and it's gonna be hard for Drow to go through all these heroes, especially when there's a Wyvern in the game as well.
I think that Tiny just waddles in, immediately fills out the Elder Dragon form, and boom, can't do anything with it. He's nowhere near his Blink Dagger, still halfway to it, and you know, Sumail, he's still going to reach it around the same time this rate. Avalanche toss in on the Toby, one bash would be good, but Ramses can't find it. Wrath of Nature dishes out a lot of damage. They'll move across with the time dilation and save the chrono as they can easily pick off the Dragon Knight. Boom is down and dead. That's going to be his Dragon form used for nothing. And they're going to lose more. Toss forward, says Solo, give me vision. That's what supports do, right? Aramis begs for mercy, but he won't find it. They'll move in, swap to get Zayas to the high ground. He moves out away from the tower in time. The chrono goes down on the 2. Shad is going to try and right-click them down. He has to run. Ramses is falling low, but not low enough. He's able to move away, corner brace to save him, and the physical damage will do nothing as they're going to lose 4 in total here. Shad the last one alive, and not a single loss for 404 as they retreat.
Yeah, I mean, the chrono there looked almost like it was gonna hurt them, but the clutch hold embrace by Solo coming up. Away with
Dire's top tower has fallen.
with a lot of kills. They could potentially just go into Rouge pretty much whenever. They have the medallion on the Nation Prophet. There's no real rush for them to do it though. It's not the fastest Rouge, so they're just gonna wait. They're just building their lead. Get the Blink soon on Tiny. Gonna get the Arcane Rune. I mean, this is just run at them. That's it. There's nothing more that has to be done in this game. Just keep running at these heroes over and over.
Yep, just attack click on the map and that'll probably be good enough. I mean, even if you did just attack click at them, you probably come out breaking even in these fights right now at this stage. It's kind of nuts. And Shad has been absolutely and utterly demolished. You can see he's just trying to sustain some form of relevance. But it's hard to see how a Drow's going to come in when the lead is this insurmountable.
I mean, the top 4 heroes in the game are all for 404. I mean, Zayas even ahead of the mid Tiny.
At this rate,
he'll sort of been demoted to position 4 here.
And they try and jump that Doom that's so tanky, got so much gold. Instead, Aramis, the other plus 4 in the game, is going to fall. He does at least die to neutral. Zayas will die. They finally are able to bring him down. Now Toby needs to get out. He just bit off more than he could chew. He thought he could walk up, just throw out a stun casually. When this curse going to be thrown out as they finish off 1, they'll stack up ready to kill off Boom as well, who once again held a Dragon form for this mess of a fight. They at least kill a hero this time, but I mean, this is a 5-to-1 kill count right now in 404's favor.
Yeah, they're just they're getting away with way too. I mean, at this point also there's an Arcane Rune on the Tiny. Oh, it didn't even have Chrono in that fight. They're just fighting as 4. The Tiny incredible amount of damage with Arcane Rune. And they're just kind of helping each other out with all the spells from the Wyvern, the Doom being so tanky. Just Nature's Prophet with this. He's got the Blade Mail, he's got the Sword. He's getting up there in the armor department as well.
Yeah.
Being part of 24 out of now 26 kills. Insane showing so far.
I mean, this is his game. You can kind of feel that he's in control if it wasn't obvious from the net worth of the kill count alone. And now going into the pit, they're going to secure themselves a Roche here. Viking unlikely to be able to contest this. It's just the way they're built as well, right? Like, you know, we say, oh, this team has built these complementary items. They've got their Vlads, they've got the pipe, they've got all these elements that help them work in unison. But the way that 404 are working in unison is, how do we just effectively keep running people between the Blade Mails, the Solar Crest you mentioned, and now having this Aegis in hand, you guarantee that Viking are not going to get a moment of breathing.
All the rules being that very brief moment, they are gonna smoke up immediately. There's a blink on the Dragon Knight. but Toby is quite far away from getting a blink. Celery's just gonna get.
Another blink looking a bit more impressive. Aramis is going to fall as well. This is always the rough part about it with how fast 404 move. Like, how are you never outnumbered by the CIS team here? They are just relentless, and Shad nowhere near ready to fight still.
No, none of these heroes really are. I mean, the DK, you could say that he's with his blink, sure, he can participate, but there are seconds. The amount of burst damage that they have right now is quite crazy with just the tiny blink, proper smoke, some casual wyvern and or doom spells.
Yeah, no, this is a kill blink versus a please don't kill me type blink. You look at Toby, he's just going towards this hood next, no big kind of item injection. It makes sense with this Aegis now being on hand for 404. It's just a question of like, how much are you going to give 404 with this first Aegis? Sumail toss back, jump in, Ramsey with the time dilation, Doom's going to be thrown out. Chrono will be committed onto the supports. They'll throw the Winter's Curse on the side, just stunning up everyone. Aramis with the toss away is going to save his own life, but the Doom out on the Boom might be enough to tick him down. It's going to be close. Swap up to the high ground to save Shad. Will cost Benji's life. They will end up losing Aramis as well, but Boom does barely live. The problem is that Toby also goes down when he's caught round at the back. And
it was still a very nice fight there by 404. They get the Chrono onto 2 targets. They get the Wyvern ult to the other target, so he can't really help. So they're kind of disabling everyone who manages to survive. Got the Soul, and he's got the Royal Jelly and the Dragon Blood, so he's staying through the loop. Again, they lose their tower, they lose 3 heroes. They got nothing in return.
And the smoke is going to amount to nothing. It might turn on them instead. Aramis goes to the lift. Ramsey's is low. Gus is going to come out, but jumping from Zayats. Trying to break up the fight. Ramsey's able to move forward. Time dilation out. Clipping on the Shad means they can chase down after the Aramis kill. They'll hunt for different ones though. Boom is trying to bring down Solo, but he will not even get that Solo pick off. The burn almost takes him out. Will get him in the end, but the price is going to be his own life as they also find Shad on the other side. Ramsey's min-maxing his HPs. He blocks in Zayats, but it won't matter. Toby can't do anything. Viking cannot do anything. It's an immediate GG.
Yeah, I mean, Shad just had enough there. At some point, you're just, you just don't want to play this game anymore.
I think that was like 10 minutes ago.
If the last game was a big beatdown, then, this 19,000 gold at 19 minutes, 404 or showing some, I mean, this actually does look a lot like kind of the VP of old, at least. Just bringing back this series.